travelled really well, and at times maybe I thought he was overdoing it, but he jumped really well. He's so quick, and that just kept getting him back into the race. He's just passing horses in mid-air, you know.
It's amazing for a horse to go 15-2. They can handle a track like this.
Yeah, he's a spectacular horse. He's just such an athlete. He just loves to run and jump. He just loves it. He really, you know, he enjoys himself so much, and he's a fantastic horse. Can't wait to get to my phone to speak to him. I'll be honest with you, I have a young lad at home. He's just obsessed with Tiger Roll. He's, oh my God, he's going to lose his life. He thinks it's so easy now. He's literally watched 2 Grand Nationals in his life, and they've won both of them on Tiger Roll. It's kind of a bit of a...
We've spoken to the owner. It doesn't look as if he's coming back next year.
I'm sure they'll do the right thing, whatever they feel is best for the horse.
You've no input?
No, I'm not taking any blame for anything. Going to the start, when the commentator said he actually knows his name. Now, I know it's silly, it might be a little bit silly, but Louise, that looks after him, and Karen, when the commentator said his name as we were parading, he perked up he stood up like that, and then he went back down again when they started talking about the next horse. He's so intelligent, it's unbelievable.
Almost puffing his chest out. Almost.
When he heard his name over the intercom, he knew that they were talking about him. I promise you, I'm not trying to be, you know, but he did, yeah.
And one final.
It really feels it's like an outer body experience. I mean, you know, last year was a wonderful surprise. You know, we'd won it before with Rule the World, and Tiger Roll was a great surprise. This year, frankly, felt no pressure at all, because I didn't think he'd any chance of winning, having gone up in the weights to 11.5. So it was almost like I was much more worried today that he would come back safely. You know, he's at a stage now where I worry. I kind of get more nervous watching him racing than I watch or any of the other horses running. Unless something will happen to him. And I thought the bizarre thing is, it seemed to be, if anything, an easier, more comfortable ride, a better win this year than last year. I mean, he always seemed to be in the right place. I think he stumbled twice there, about 6 and 4 from home, kind of woke him up. And there was never a moment's worry. It's bizarre, you know. You grow up as a kid in Ireland. The race you first become aware of is the Grand National. It's not the Cheltenham Gold Cup. It's not the Champion. It's the Grand National. We all had our first bet on a Grand National. I went into my first bookie shop to put a bet on a Grand National without my mother knowing. And now, to win it once is a dream come true. To win it 3 times is Trevor Hemmings-esque, and. I hope Trevor wins it next year and he takes the score to 4-3. Yeah. Because, as you know, he's not a big horse, and you know he's gone up 9 pounds in the weight. If the ground had been soft today, or if Annabelle Fly had come out, we wouldn't have run him. I was asked outside, you know, would he come back next year for the hat trick, and I said probably not. He'll get another 8 or 9 pounds for the cross country win. He'll probably go up. I mean, he'll be humping 12 stone around here next year. So I think it's unlikely he'll come back here next year. I think much more likely we will, if he's fit and well next year, we'll aim him. His main goal for the season is the cross country in Cheltenham, and if he was to win that for a 3rd time, I think we'd retire him. You missed the point. He's already a legend, you know, and I would worry now about him. You know, the problem is he's now won it twice. He has achieved more than any horse has achieved since Red Rum in 1974. He will get another 10, 12, I don't know what weight he will get allocated, and he will be humping enormous amounts of weight around you next year. And frankly, I am more concerned about his well-being going forward. I mean, the target this year was not the Grand National, was not to come back. The target was to go to Cheltenham for the cross country again and try and win it a 2nd time. You know, and we haven't even talked about, but if we were to win the cross country next year, what more would you ask him to do? I would be very loath to ask him to lump 12 stone around here, or whatever the top weight is, and give
Can I answer that question? You talk about legends. Red Rum won 3 Grand Nationals. Tiger Roll won 2 Grand Nationals and 4 Cheltenham Festivals. That's a legend for me. You're always hopeful more than confident. Like in a Grand National, to be 7-2 or 4-1 to win it is lunacy. You know, you don't want to be 10-1 to jump around, never mind win the race. But listen, he just showed he wears his heart on his sleeve. He takes a chance at everything in life. Tiger, you know, he watched him at the 4th and 5th class. He was slow and accurate. He wants it more than anyone, and he's a bit special.
What's he like as a horse at home? What sort of character is he? To look at?
Listen, he's a gentleman. He doesn't do anything fancy. He just wants to please you the whole time. You know, he's the horse of a lifetime, I suppose, is the answer.